Thank you so much for being with us. And finally, as the conflict in Syria enters its fourth year, the Syrian opposition media remains active both online and on the airwaves. Several radio outlets already broadcast into the war-torn country, but for the first time, one station is now in the hands of a group of women. A France 24 team went to the Turkish city of Gaziantep near the Syrian border to meet them.
6 months ago, Zoya Bostan gave up her life in Syria, but not her work as a journalist. Once a presenter on Syrian national television, Zoya has been part of the launch of Hawa Smart, an opposition radio station transmitting in Syria, like many others created since the start of the revolution. Their improvised studio is in an apartment in the south of Turkey. The main difference is that the majority of the journalists are women.
This reflects the true image of women in Syrian society, mainly that we still exist. This is in contrast to the current global tendency to say, you see, the Syrians are killing each other and women are taking the back seat.
In a country in the grip of war, radio frequencies are simply shared as tags on city walls. Information is spread by correspondents on the ground who are no longer afraid of showing their faces, challenging both the censorship of the regime and close-minded jihadists. Among the issues they cover is the plight of Syrian women, who are the mothers and wives of missing persons and also increasingly victims of rape, a new weapon in the conflict in Syria.
There's a very scary number of rape cases today in Syria, and almost every day we receive videos of testimonies.
There is also the issue of food, a vital need for those living under siege. To help provide her listeners with provisions, every morning Linda reads a list of the products that have been sent out.
We do that because there's a lot of places under siege. There are no goods, no food, none of the basic needs. We're trying to send a message to the people who want to send something and tell the ones who need aid where they can find it.
Ali Safar is one of the founders of Radio Hawa Smart. His decision to put it in the hands of women came from the belief that Syria cannot be a true democracy unless the role of women improves.
Women who are working in our radio now are journalists and used to work in media generally. And somehow we need to hear the voices of women in alternative media. We need this voice to reach people because in the past the voice of women in the regime media was just an accessory.
As the conflict in Syria enters its fourth year, opponents of the regime of Bashar al-Assad are now worried about the effect of jihadists, whom they consider a new obstacle in their fight for democracy.
And that's it for now. If you'd like to comment on what you've just seen, please head to our Facebook page, France24/the51%, or do send us a tweet at _51%. Thanks for your feedback so far, and do keep those comments rolling in. Until our next program, bye for now.